have the home of Mary Washington. Mary, the mother of George Washington. So now this is where the Washingtons they spent time out here on the porch.
Right. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And I'll tell you a little bit about the garden and the kitchen. The Garden Club of Virginia came in 1969, and they redid the entire garden to look like Mrs. Washington would have had it back
really?
then.
Okay.
So, of course, it's set up like a typical English garden. Now, Mrs. Washington came to this home from Ferry Farm. This would have been her last home. And the sundial base in the center of the yard did belong to Mrs. Washington, so she brought that with her from the farm. Now, kitchen is here, and it was always detached from the main home, primarily because of fire. So, a real concern back then. Now, her daughter Betty lived at Kenmore. Have you had a chance to see where that is?
No.
It's just about 2.5 blocks in this direction. And in those days, none of those homes, of course, would have been there. This path would have led right to her daughter's place. The properties actually met and came together. So it made it very convenient for both of them. So you can see, and again, you can take pictures inside the kitchen. And when you're done outside here, just go ahead and come right back in the back door here, okay?
Okay.
I'll start you off inside.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's Rosemary. This is Mary Washington's kitchen. Oh my word. Oh my word. So this is really where George Washington stood. This is where they had their meals. She worked over that fire. And there's the great wheel. She did the spinning. Made candlesticks. But back in the day when they used this, they didn't look old. They only look old for us. The furniture didn't look old either. It was brand spanking new. Oh, look at the chair, needs recaning. She would have sat on that stool if this is her furniture. There's a three-legged stool there. She would have sat here. Look at all those contraptions up over the fire. It's a lot of stuff that would swing out. You see, this looks old to us, but this would have been brand new to her. Was that 200 years ago? Look at that, gourds. Real gourds. And that was where the chimney went, I guess. And there was her homemade broom. That's not necessarily her broom. Look at the windows. Look at how they're not square. Look at how they slope. They're narrow little windows. George Washington's kitchen. Local lore holds that this piece of horse chestnut is from one of the 13 trees planted by George Washington to commemorate the original colonies. These trees once lined the route from Rappahannock River to Kenmore, his sister's home. The last one died in April 2005. Wow. Mary Washington, the mother of George. And this is her yard. And this would all have been brand spanking new. New wood. This is wasn't here. It's crazy. Oh, wait a minute, but this is all planted the way she would have had it. We're in Fredericksburg, Virginia. In case you didn't know. No shadow. These columns are from an earlier and unfinished monument to Mary Washington. Here they mark a legendary path to her daughter's garden at Kenmore. The Washington home. It's a large house. Grapes on the fence. Okay, I'm gonna go inside and they won't let me take camera or video things.